Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida. Welcome. If you are a returning viewer, thank you guys so much for all the love and the continued support of myself and this channel. Today's video is all fruity florals. Spring is here and there is no better time to pull out all of the beautiful fruity florals. So that is what today's video is getting all into. So without further ado, let's get into it. My list of top fruity florals for 2022. Okay, you guys, so the first one on this list, I was not blown away by at first. And now when I smell it, now when I look at my dents, I'm trying to figure out what in the hell was going on with my nose. And I am talking about 100 Silent Ways by Nishane. First of all, look at the dent, okay? I love this fragrance, as you can see. So glad I got the big bottle because it's going to get sprayed. This is a gorgeous peach tuberose gardenia. And it is so creamy because it's got this beautiful creamy sandalwood in the base. But it is a must-have. I mean, with each wear, I like fell a little bit more in love with it. I don't know if it's just a thing with this house, but the same thing happened to me with Ani because I, for so long, was not on this Ani train. Like, now, absolutely obsessed. But back on track, fruity florals. This thing is so beautiful. It is an X-straight, so it definitely lasts on the skin. Now, as far as projection, this does give a moderate projection. It's not a loud beast in my experience, but definitely going to get you compliments. To me, this is very sweet, and the peach is just so juicy. I think there's a little bit of mandarin in here, but it's like a must try, must buy, must sniff, must something, because it's just something very addictive about this fruity floral. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the creamy sweetness of it all. But I feel like tuberose is one of those florals where you either, you love it or hate it. But this tuberose is very easy to digest. Like I said, it is paired with some other florals. I think there's a jasmine. Definitely you get the gardenia in here. Like I said, it is super feminine. It's super sweet, and it is absolutely a must-have for this spring. Again, that is 100 Silent Ways by Nishane. Okay, so the next one, this is a part of the It Girl fragrance community, okay? And I'm talking about Louis Vuitton's ATTRAPE Red. Now, this is such a shock to me because you know me, if you've seen my videos, I'm not a lover of patchouli at all. But something about the way Jacques, I think his last name is Cabaya, he just does patchouli in a way that is sparkling and it's very easy for me to wear. It's not dirty. It's got an effervescence to it. And pretty much this is going to be like your fruit chuli. For this one, you're going to have this very prominent lychee throughout. It opens with this ginger and a bergamot. So you just have this air of freshness about it. But as it settles down, you get this beautiful peony and rose combination. So if you love a lychee note and you want something that is, different from your Delina, and also very elevated, this one is definitely one you should check out. It's a favorite from the house, and I am absolutely in love with this one. Again, this is ATTRAPE Red. A blind buy, by the way, hugely successful because look at the dent. And that is by Louis Vuitton. All right, you guys, so the next one on the list is from the house of Kriegler, and this is Charming California 215. If you love a perfume with a green note, this is one to try. I'm finding that I'm a fan of green. Never thought I'd see it, hear it, say it, but it is what it is. This is a citrus, and it's got a green tea note in it, and it's very linear, but it's just so juicy and gorgeous and rich. Like, this house is just everything that you put your nose on is gonna be a stunner, guaranteed. This is an auto parfum concentration, but these perfumes have a very good lasting power. So the longevity is there. I would say this is going to give you maybe a little bit more than a moderate sillage. It's not a beast, but it's not anything near, you know, close wearing or skin scent. Beautiful, versatile. I think this is one you could wear to work. I think this is unisex, leaning feminine just slightly, but a man could absolutely wear this and smell divine. I would recommend this to anyone that, like I said, loves a good fruity, you know, citrusy, fresh scent, but that's got this beautiful green element to it. The green tea in here is absolutely stunning. And again, that is Charming California by the House of Kriegler. Okay, so this next one is going to be CHEVEAUX by the House of Sillage. You guys, this is a rose fragrance for people that are not into rose. And I say that because this one is just so pretty. It is sweet, but it's not anything like overly sweet and too sugary and overdone. This is a very simple, grown up, wild strawberry, raspberry, rose scent. This one I feel like you can wear all year round, but it's just something about it that's just so pretty. This is a pretty girl fragrance. When you wear this, you're going to feel ultra feminine. You're going to feel, it's not anything that's too heavy or cloying. It's just the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of rose, just the right amount of strawberry. And for me, the strawberry is what really shines. This is not your typical strawberry fragrance either. I think that this is just, you know, one from the house that is really slept on and that deserves some attention. CHEVEAUX is absolutely beautiful, and I highly recommend you checking this one out because it's, I mean, you're going to feel just stunning when you wear this scent. Again, CHEVEAUX, House of Sillage. All right, so I don't like talking about discontinued fragrances because I know y'all want to get them, but this one you will still be able to get your hands on, and this is FIORI. This is a very vanilla heavy black currant. It is gorgeous. Talk about pretty girl. I mean, it's musky, it's powdery, unmistakably feminine. This one is going to be such a must-have for the spring and summer. I think this has good longevity like all of them from the C line, and I feel like this one, it's so different from all the others. There are so many flankers, but I feel like this one really just stands out because, like I said, it's very, you know, vanillic, black currant. I prefer it much over the original musky, powdery. I just love this one. Highly recommend you check this one out. Discounters still should definitely have it. I'll try to find a link and put it below in the description box. By the way, everything will be linked below as always. So if you do decide to purchase, it is an affiliate link, but I'm sure you will have no issue getting this one, and one that you need to get into your collection. It's just so gorgeous. Love a black currant. I was not always a fan of black currant, but now I'm just obsessed, and this is definitely one of my favorites. Again, that is FIORI by Armani. All right, you guys. So the next one up on the list is my only good girl. The only good girl you need, honey, for this spring and summer because it's a banger. The red currant, the lychee, the rose is sweet. And for so long, I thought, wow, this really smells a lot like Delina. It's got that Delina DNA. Like, if they came up with another flanker to Delina, and this one was it on the Parfums de Marly, people would pay. It's not going to give you quite the same longevity, but this thing definitely lasts for at least 8 hours, okay? It projects, compliment magnet. And I actually finally smelled Atomic Rose, and you guys, this smells very close to Atomic Rose, so much that I sprayed Atomic Rose on my skin. I let my daughter smell it, and I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And she was like, Mommy, this smells just like something you already have in your collection. I was like, really? And I smelled it again, and I couldn't put my finger on what fragrance. And then it hit me like a ton of teddy bears. This smells very close to Atomic Rose. So if you are not willing to shell out the cash for Atomic Rose by Initio, if you are not willing to shell out the cash for Delina, Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera is definitely one you need to try. I feel like this one is a lot easier to wear than Delina, even though I love my Delina. That's like one of my top 3 for life. But everyone cannot handle that rhubarb. And everyone is just not a fan. But I think this is a beautiful take on rose and lychee. So check it out. Head to your local Ulta and get this one on your radar. Beautiful scent, worth the coins. And that is, again, Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. Okay, listen, y'all know this one was going to be on the list. I'm just go ahead and get it out the way. I done talked about this thing so much since it's coming to my collection. This is Dolce Garden by Dolce & Gabbana. And this is just your super sweet coconut frangipani fragrance. And I'm obsessed. I mean, what can I say? It's got almond milk in here, and it's just super creamy, dreamy, absolutely scrumptious, fruity floral fragrance. I think that this one is just, I haven't smelled the others from this particular line, but I have smelled others from Dolce & Gabbana, and I'm just never really, I don't know, I'm just never really compelled to buy anything from the line. But this one, I smelled it, tested it on my skin, and I went right back and purchased the next day. I was just obsessed. I mean, I cannot get over how beautiful this delicious fragrance is. So if you haven't smelled it, get to your local Sephora and get your nose on it. This one, again, is Dolce Garden by Dolce & Gabbana. Must have for spring and summer. All right, something about a shippery, fruity floral that just smells rich. I can say the same thing about Miss Dior, the 2017 version. It's just something about when you add that woody element to a fruity floral that just elevates it. I don't know what it is, but this is Creed's AVENTUS for her, and this is definitely one of my top 3 fruity florals. Yeah. Okay, speechless. That's what I. And they've misnamed this because this is a very unisex scent to the point where you need to test it before you buy it, because some people may think that this leans too masculine. Very feminine to me, but I can see where you can get a masculine, vibe from this. Now, this one is an abundance of like, it's green apple, it's peach, but it's got these woody notes at the base, and it's sweet. And something about it just feels like a bossy girl fragrance. And I think it is because it has like this masculine element to it. And I don't know why, but it just does. This thing is so beautiful. If you don't do nothing else this spring, I need you to scurry on over to scentsplit.com and get yourself a sample. Start getting decants. Stop with the 2 mils, okay? Get yourself a 5 ml decant if you can to test it out. Now, this one I actually tested through my royalty scent subscription, where you can pay $19. You get a 7 ml of tons of, wonderful niche and designer fragrances. I have a subscription, and I got this one a couple of months ago, and I've been obsessed ever since. I had to add the full bottle, and as you can see, she's already got a little dentation. So one of my favorites. Please, please, please check it out. Beautiful bridal scent. This one you can wear to work. This one carries you over into the evening, to date night. I'm talking about it is everything and a bag of chips. Creed's AVENTUS for her. Okay, now, don't tell me that I came for your pocketbook and your coins, but I'm just gonna have to put this one in the list. This is ORZA by the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Nobody does fruity florals like the man, Paolo Terenzi. There is something to be said about a house that has one nose, okay? When I say the consistency, the quality, it does not waver because this man makes every fragrance for the house. And I'm obsessed. ORZA is an abundance of fruits, but it has a very, very prominent caramel. Okay, so you've got this coconut creaminess, you have got this sandalwood creaminess, you have got the caramel. It's creamy city, but you've got magnolia, you've got orange, red berries, green apple, plum. I mean, it's heavy on the vanilla. It is just a cornucopia of deliciousness. I cannot, like, this is sweet. This is not for the faint of hearts. This is not for the, I kind of like, you got to like it sweet to like this. This is tooth achingly diabetes type of sweetness in this bottle. But when I tell you, if you are a lover of sweet perfumes and you are a lover of fruity florals, you would be remiss if you did not at least get your nose on this. Sample it, test it. I mean, I remember getting my little 2 mil back in the day when before I, upgraded to my larger decants. I sprayed my first spray. I said I got to have it. Didn't even let it dry down. I mean, it was just absolutely stunning. Quite linear, but it's gorgeous. What can I say? Very elevated, very rich, and it's definitely going to be a staple in my collection. A 100% repurchase. Very pricey, but like I said, if you can get a decant of it. If you can't pull for this pricey thing, go to Scent Split. Get you a 9 mil decant, okay? So wear that on special occasion. If you are trying to save your coins, you can still experience the beauty of the scent, the beauty of that house, because it is just, it's like no other. I absolutely love Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, and this is in a league of its own. Again, ORZA by Tiziana Terenzi. Okay, you guys, the next one on the list, I think you'll be like, listen, get off of Tiziana and them behind, but it's also from the house of Tiziana Terenzi, and this is DRACO. So this one is not going to be anywhere near sweet as your ORZA, but very sweet, musky, powdery fruits. DRACO, I can see this being someone's signature scent. Beautiful, powdery powerhouse. Okay, that is what you're getting from here. So if you don't like that Tiziana Terenzi musk DNA, you may not like this one. I mean, it's not going to be as strong and prominent in the musk as, say, like your Tibet, but beautiful fragrance. Is so enveloping, and it's so feminine because it's so powdery. Gorgeous, gorgeous scent profile. So in DRACO, you're going to open up with beautiful citruses. So you've got bergamot, you've got orange, you've got green notes, lemon. I mean, just a very fresh opening. And then you get down to this juicy, juicy peach. And you've got magnolia, you've got jasmine. There's some cedar in here to ground it. But then you've got an abundance of heliotrope, which is going to lend it this beautiful, powdery essence with the musk. And then you've got pear and vanilla, tonka bean, adding more powderiness and deliciousness to it. So absolutely gorgeous fragrance. I mean, what have I said that it does not sound divine? And, the notes to this scent, beautiful. I think this is Blonde by Worthy. If you're familiar with the Tiziana Terenzi musk DNA, because some people can do it, because these are not skin scents. I mean, these are very bold. Everything from the house is going to be very bold. Most are beasts. I mean, this one is just, It's just a very feminine take on that. So you can still be very feminine but bold and sweet and fruity. And this one is just gorgeous. Again, that is Draco by the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Okay, you guys, so that is the video for today. But before we go, stop and drop me a comment below. Let me know fruity florals that I need to add to my collection that I may not have, okay? What are your top 3? What are your must-haves? Leave me a comment and let me know. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure notification bell is turned on. And if you've come this far, go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up, as it absolutely helps the channel to grow. You guys, it has been real, and you know what? I'm gonna have to catch y'all on the next one.